Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Those of you who are here, we got This Is Not a Pipe. Hey there, what's up? Lynn Smith, Curl Connections. We got Hippieista. We got Irate, Danny Codex, Perry Plug. Sorry, not sorry. Desiree, Lynn Smith. Welcome, Jenna T, Old Darling, Neri. Hi there, Katrina. We also have Peggy Sheridan. Cecilia C. Hi there. Too many sodiums. We got Momo Kimono Games. Cecilia again. Vanessa Fairy Elephant Caticorn Mermaid. Laura C. Leany Bo. Natsuki. Stinky Meatball. Eerie Sweetie. Vanessa Macready. Princess Wreckage. Kitsune Ninja. What's up? Omiyami. Lynn Smith. Slinky. Squiggly. Suzanka. Mama KB. Jarella. Michelle Hoyt, Sandra S. Diane Topham. Hi there, a fish by any other name. And Wide Awake. Welcome to part three. I wanted to do this a lot earlier, but we had a lot of things going on yesterday, so we're doing it now. Hi there, MCM. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here, everybody. So let's get straight into it. I did get another email, just so you know, and Mama Scrunch, or the alleged Mama Scrunch, has told me that according to the sheriff's department, Dragon Lord Frodo has been taken into the hospital last night and he still hasn't returned. And then she is saying probably having surgery or is septic. Yikes. Remember, I did warn him. When was it? It was Wednesday. Since today's Friday, I warned him, dude, get to the emergency or the hospital right away. You do not want to have sepsis because it is serious. Where we left off at this live stream, it was part two. We told him, don't do what you're doing. Go to the hospital right away because this is rather serious. So I'm gonna I wouldn't know what kind of surgery he is in. They're not gonna tell me, but it seems he is at the hospital. I don't know which one, but I'll keep everybody updated. Hey there, Kelly Wade. For sure, I rate Danny Codex. Sepsis from what? He had a lipoma or carbuncle. They're not the same thing, but he had some sort of deposit underneath his skin. Then he popped it. Then it seems he said it smelled like cheese. So we know what that is, what that was oozing out, and it was making his underwear crusty. And that was Wednesday night before court. And he wasn't taking care of it. Plus, I was hearing that he has unmanaged diabetes coupled with that. Plus, he drinks a lot of sugary stuff. So there's a lot going on. Hey, Mrs. JPO. Hey, holy moly. Curl Connections. What's up? Exactly, Leany Bo. So I'll keep everybody updated. He's at the hospital, supposedly, allegedly. So yeah, let's get into it. Part three, where we left off. Dragon Lord Frodo. This is called Cans and Cops. If you haven't watched part one and two, maybe watch it after this. You don't have to watch them in any particular order, so it's up to you. Anyways, let's get started. Hey, Janet Parrott. Slinky Whippet says that carbuncle or his many spots, cysts, etc. It wasn't a lipoma. He would have it drained and would be put on IV antibiotics. I see. So sorry to hear your mom passed away from sepsis. Hi there, Tweets. How are you these days, Curl Connections?
All right, hold up.
Sorry about your mom again. You're welcome. smash that like button, everybody. I'd appreciate it. TGIF, say let's do more. I'm good, Curl Connections.
Ooh.
Right, the placenta. It is serious, but you know, hopefully nothing. And I'll put it this way: I don't wish bad on Dragon Lord Frodo. What I do wish is that he does better and gets better. I do wish he stops with the racism. I do wish he stops with the homophobia and the transphobia and the anti-Semitic comments. And I do wish he will stop with the misogyny. For sure, Jen Puff. Right, Lynn? It's not like he hasn't been to jail before. Remember, everybody, he has been to jail twice before. Technically twice, because he was in jail for his psych eval a couple of years ago, and then he was in jail, I believe it was last year, for his 57 days. Did he get into a fight with cops? No, he did not. Well, actually, I really shouldn't say that. I'm not sure why they put him in jail yesterday, so I actually got to find out. From what I still see, nothing has been updated, but I will update you once I found out why he really got placed in jail, because it could be for anything. We have our reasoning, but we're not really sure. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, White Witch.
They're gonna go back up the other way.
Hey, what's up, Gary?
Oh yeah, my shit is about to die too. These action cams don't really have good battery life.
If you don't know how I know these things about Dragon Lord Frodo, it seems the person who is a legend there, Mama Scrunch, keeps emailing me with updates, so I'm just forwarding that information. Thanks, Dana. Hey, Lori. How's everybody doing? We see that Foodie Beauty had an issue, maybe kind of, I don't know. She had some sort of issue where she was concerned about lint in her belly button. Well, you guess what? I don't know. Maybe I should give this to her. What do you think? Belly button lint remover. Somebody please get Foodie Beauty one of these. No, I need to stop. Okay, but really. Can you imagine if Nanny Daddy gave this to her as a present? All right, let's get back. Let's get back to this.
Hopefully I get like one more bag full before court tomorrow or Thursday.
Okay, Sarah M.
I'll throw that in my savings.
Lynn Smith. My mom's not doing so good, but she's doing better. So I still, hope everybody can send some positive vibes. She has 2 belly buttons. Okay. Gotcha.
You do it like that.
Just use the vacuum hose. Right, sodiums. Thank you, sodiums. Appreciate it. By the way, sodiums, I did get your package, so I will be showing that off on the next Monty After Dark. Thank you, Carbella. Thank you, Slinky.
Like I was saying, that thing is no illicit drugs or alcohol. I mean, I don't know. They could have got me on something just for that. But like, I don't know why they would be using the stroking video. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't see why. Because I wasn't high in that video.
Speaking of the stroking video, we will be going over that to see if or what the ADA will be using against Dragon Lord Frodo. So I'll try and do that tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Princess Wreckage. Thanks, Natsuki.
So it's like, I don't know why they would use that video in particular, where I'm just like simply talking about weed. Or the other thing I thought it might have been with they're trying to look into is like.
Is what exactly? I should say one thing. Mario Carmaven, you might be right. If they see his video about cheese pizza and his extra hard drive, he's done. Can you imagine if Officer Dick McCucci is on the case right now? Thanks,
The other
Neri.
thing I'm trying to look into, they might be trying to look into is on that video, the stroking video. I do make a statement where I say something to the effect of, I want to get a Desert Eagle. If you don't know what that is, that's just like a gun.
Okay, pause. We got who's asking about DLF. DLF is actually not out of jail. Sorry, not sorry. DLF is currently in the hospital as per Mama Scrunch. It seems there has been a complication and he is supposedly, allegedly having surgery or is septic. So one of those two, or maybe both of those things, have happened because of his the growth underneath his skin that was painful. So he didn't get that looked at when I told him to Wednesday night, and it seems it's now a problem. Hey, damn Kate, hey, CM Cakes. But for right now, this is part 3 of something that happened about 2 to 3 days ago. Thank you so much for the well wishes, everybody. Did you say Officer Dick McCucci? Yes, that is what he calls a officer that still is or was an FBI agent. There's like Dick Griffin, and then there's Dick McCoochie and
It's
others.
like a 50 caliber gun. Okay.
The Desert Eagle, aka the Deagle, is I think it's a 50 cal. Yeah, so I think it's the most powerful in terms of caliber handgun out there still. Let me check if it still is. But they call it the Desert Eagle or the Deagle. And yeah, it's a if you're into I don't know, the sort of stuff, pistols or anything like that, yeah, you will appreciate the Desert Eagle is all I will say.
And
Thanks, Empress Ogre.
I heard something. It's a 50 caliber handgun. And I know I can't have a gun. I know because of my charges. I get it.
Yeah, it is
But,
huge.
there's nothing in a restraining order that says I'm not allowed to be pro, Second Amendment.
Yeah, you're right. He wouldn't be able to gen puff.
Says nothing about how I can't.
Positive vibes your way, KK's Corner. You had a big storm. Hopefully you're okay.
Advocate for, people's Second Amendment rights, right? I'm all for people, anybody, no background check, nothing. I think you should be able to. I think you should be able to have a gun no matter what. No questions asked.
Wait a second.
That's not illegal.
I heard something like that is happening in Texas. Is that true? Somebody told me that practically anyone these days, or the governor, is trying to change the laws to where practically anybody can have a gun in Texas. Is that true? Do we have any Texans in the chat? Or am I missing out on something here? Because I got to do some Google searches. Moderate Carmaven says, Monty, it says a lot that DLF is contacting you from jail/hospital or his mom. He's very problematic, but in spite of his aggression towards you doing videos, I think he really likes you. A lot of people say that deep down he kind of likes me in one way or another. Hey, Cindy Sue, are you doing? Perfectly imperfect. I see, so it is true.
Legal to say. That's not a violation of a restraining order.
Happy Easter, checking in. Hey, Lady Ravenshaw.
Let's make our way back up the street now. That's not a violation of the restraining order.
Hey, Smiley.
I don't think it is. I could be pro whatever the fuck I want to be pro.
Okay. It seems Dragon Lord Frodo likes to use these walks to touch on so many different topics these days.
It says no illegal drugs or alcohol. I could be for federal legalization of marijuana. You can't tell me what I can't be. for or against.
All right, DLF, we get it. You have a political agenda, whatever that political agenda is. We get it.
Personally,
it is in a bad neighborhood. Really good neighborhood.
I am I'm pro-choice.
Oh, here we go.
But I'm not pro-choice. I'm only pro-choice because I don't believe that the government should have a say in somebody's medical procedures.
He does, Jen Puff.
I don't think it's right that a woman that got raped
boy.
has to.
Should I skip this? He likes to bring up controversial topics. Yes, he does, Jen Puff.
Go and plead to her government to get an abortion. I don't think that's right.
Hi there, good evening.
On the same token,
Lady Lithium.
Okay. If I was a woman, I don't know. I'd probably, personally, I would never do it.
Thank you, Cookie Lady.
If I got a girl pregnant or something, somehow. I don't know. I'd probably be pro-choice. But I don't like the whole idea of it. But still, I'm pro-choice just because it means, I don't want the government involved in any kind of decisions made between a patient and a doctor. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I think about DLF? I think DLF kind of likes more like a laissez-faire type of system. If you know what that is, it's a very French term, laissez-faire. So if you want to Google that, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think he kind of likes that type of system more than anything else, based on a lot of the stuff that he's saying. He's like libertarian. He's a libertine. Yeah. Gia, you're now cloning Gia. We know that's a clown, right? He does get quite a good amount of government assistance that's actually currently in jeopardy right now, because what he has done might cause him not only his benefits, but where he lives. Because somebody was telling me, and I still got to look this up, that after 30 days, they'll stop your benefits or something like that. If somebody could confirm or deny this, I remember he's in New York State. So if you know about this stuff, maybe I'll Google it right now. But somebody is he has a high chance of his benefits going kaput, then he has to reapply again.
That's all I care about. But on the same token, too, I don't really think it's a good idea for the pro-life crowd as well to use Jesus and religion to to have their opinion, to have their
NNCC.
Because the thing is that what the pro-life people always say,
Hey, Princess Wreckage, you're right.
That life begins at conception. And the pro-choice people say no, life begins at birth.
Princess Wreckage says he doesn't want government interference in any form, but wouldn't survive without the system. Exactly. He's very anti-government until that SSD and Section 8 money rolls in every month, as Instagram 330 has said.
Well, guess
Really?
what, people? You're both wrong.
Desiree says, I don't think so. He's disabled for life. I wonder how it works, though. I'm going to look into this because I really want to find out. You know who would really know the most about this? And this, no kidding, Andrew Ditch. Andrew Ditch would know a lot more about what happens in New York State, especially in his county. What happens if you're in jail for a certain amount of time? How long till your benefits cease? So if Andrew Ditch is around right now, he would be the best person to ask about this. Caticorn, from my understanding, it seems that he is the one who files it himself. He seems to not have any type of payee. Because with Andrew Ditch, from what my understanding is, the last time I heard anything about a payee was his dad. But I think with DLF, he doesn't have a payee.
You're both wrong.
The House of Hannibal says you lose your Second Amendment rights when you gain felony charges. And this is what I was telling this man to avoid. You will gain that F if you keep messing with the ADA, because threatening a district attorney or any assistant district attorneys is a felony. And I told him that I'm like, dude, do not speak ill about the ADA and talk about certain things and blowing stuff up and doing this and fighting about that because you might catch that F. Hey, True Blood.
You're both wrong.
Gia, he will no longer be able to get across the border because of his ongoing court issues plus his previous charges and convictions.
You're both wrong in that regard. Life does not begin at conception, nor does it begin at birth. According to the Christian Bible, it actually tells us when life
Facts, Gen Puff.
begins. And it says, I don't have the verse, but it says that life begins when the baby takes its first breath. Okay?
Laneybo says 30 days continuous sentence. Your benefits are suspended after conviction of a crime.
So basically, life begins when the doctor slaps the baby's ass. The baby comes out, and the doctor has to slap its ass to turn it on, right?
Facts, Louise.
He has to hit the batteries so they connect better. I don't know.
Nolabu says, just like Foodie, they'll need a major wake up call before considering to change. Yeah, but he's had this wake up call before. It's not like it's his first time in jail. He's been in jail, I would say, a lot, either for a day, for a few hours, but this man has been arrested multiple times. Did he wake up then? Nope. Has he been in jail for a long period of time? Yes. Has he been in jail because of a psych eval before? Yes. Like he's been through a lot of stuff, but he still hasn't changed. Stockish Nelson says they would still have to serve him a warrant to enter his property. They will also need a separate one for electronics or safes.
No, so that's what they do when a baby's born. The doctor slaps the baby's ass to get the baby to cry, and then when he cries, then he starts breathing.
Bye bye, sodiums.
So it really pisses me off when I see these like pro-life people say that, but say that life begins.
Oh, that is very true, Orange Mitochondria. Very different angle to look at things. Orange Mitochondria says, I actually had a microbiology professor who said since a cell is living and mom is born with all the eggs she'll ever have, life only ends, but it's ongoing. Very, very true.
Conception. When they don't even bother reading their own book. They don't even bother reading the Bible, because in the Bible it clearly states when the baby takes the first breath. I think the quote went something like,
No worries, Janet Parrott. Take care of yourself first. Take care. Have a good one.
from the ashes I have made your body, and I have breathed the wind of life into your lungs, or something like that.
Hey, Nadine. So you survived your move. Hope you're well. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Well, except maybe DLF. Yeah, I'm good. Hopefully you're good. Congrats on the move.
So that means that God intended that for life to begin when the baby's takes its first breath.
Oh, my bad. I am so sorry, but I was saying I don't know why Dragon Lord Frodo says that this area is crappy because if you look ahead, the houses there are very Victorian in nature. Like this is not a bad area. This is an area that is very nice, very pleasant to live in, and these are very nice, good looking Victorian houses. I'm so sorry I muted. I'm still coughing, so I'm multitasking all the time during a live stream, and sometimes I forget that I'm muted if I gotta look something up. But even the house at the corner right here, it has stucco on it, which isn't the typical Victorian look, but it still looks really nice.
So, like,
For sure.
the thing is that you can keep believing that the life begins at conception, but in reality,
Thanks, Karma Killers.
Did something fall? Oh, but in reality, you're not.
Let's check for some prices. I don't know how
My
much.
camera's about to fuck me tender. I'm just waiting for it to fuck me tender.
What does that even mean?
So it's like you could continue to keep believing that conception thing, but
I just checked, and some of these homes in that area is going for about up to $600,000. Some of these homes you could get for maybe 3, 4, but like the really, really nice ones, like the one in the corner, can sell up to 600,000 US dollars, which is rather very expensive considering in some areas of the United States you can still get a home for like $40,000.
in reality, you're doing nothing but doubting the actual word of God that's in the Bible. And to doubt any word of God in the Bible is a sin.
I don't know what he's talking about right now.
So have fun in hell, religious people who think that life begins at conception. Burn in hell because you didn't go by the actual word of God. And yeah, I know people that are pro-life and not religious too, and you know what, I'm not gonna mock them for thinking that life begins at conception. But I only mock the ones that are religious about it. Because it's almost like
the only reason I brought up $40,000 for a home, Janine, is specifically it was actually I think $2,000 less that Amy Slayton bought her home for. Yeah, I think Amy Slayton. No, okay, here we go. I'll put up the article. It wasn't 38, it was $37,000 that Amy Slayton bought her house for. So let me put up that article. It's right there. So that's why I'm saying, like, some people are still buying homes in the USA, like this home for $37,000, and this was back in 2021 July. So I'm like, it's really, I don't know what's the word for it, where depending on which state you're in, home prices can differ drastically. Like that same house in, let's say, Queens or Brooklyn would be even like 10 times that. That same house that Amy Slayton just bought. Yeah, in like Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, and this is her Kentucky home once again. This home would be like $370,000 depending on where it is in New York City.
Spitting in the face of God by saying that it begins at conception. When God's clear words, oh, hi doggy.
Facts, Caticorn. Exactly, Jen Puff, you're right. I could sell my house in New Jersey and buy a small mansion in North Carolina. True. Awesome, you love Lucy. Hey, Green Eyed Country Girl.
I'm just fucking sick and tired. I'm really fucking tired out with this fucking court shit.
That's pretty cool, Nadine. You live in an area of Canada where a small older bungalow can be purchased for 45K. Yeah, that used to be the case. Even in Cornwall, you used to be able to purchase homes in Cornwall, Ontario, where Foodie Beauty grew up and Pete's grew up, and where Ryan Gosling was for a couple of years of his life. You could buy a house for like 45K back in the day, and not so like distant past, like recently back in the day. But now the housing prices are so crazy that you'd be lucky to find a 45K house unless you go like really out of the way. And even those places, it's expensive. But I gotta tell you one thing. I had somebody told me in Gaspé, Quebec, Gaspe, accent de vous. He told me he could buy his neighbor's house for like $5,000 or $6,000, and it had multiple bedrooms. I'm like, what? He's like, but it doesn't have electricity. You gotta have like a, what was it? Why am I why am I missing terms? But I'm just saying, I even checked. Even in Vermont, there were like some homes for like 30 or 40K. It's incredible how there's such a
You
difference.
realize you realize that the fucking Kyle Rittenhouse thing was
No.
over and done with quicker than this. You
Sure, Mo.
realize that the Derek Chauvin case was over and done quicker than this. You realize the Juicy Smoulier case.
Yeah, I don't think the place would have a generator. I don't think the place would have a septic tank, maybe. But yeah, you need a really good fireplace to keep you warm in the winter, because the winters, like the further north you go in Quebec and Ontario, aren't that great. Sin the Poet says those houses in Vermont you don't want. You mean the 40K houses? Well, I could rent them out, right?
Was done quicker than this.
For sure, Nadine. Remember, in this video, Dragon Lord Frodo has his radio flyer pull cart that he has behind him in red. You want solar panels? Victoria Rose says, I used to dream of living in a park like Sunnyvale in Trailer Park Boards. Are those parks still affordable? I wonder. Depends on what you mean by affordable, but yeah, if you, the further you are away from like a major city or major cities, then typically the cheaper it is. So yeah, you could find a trailer park for sure in Canada in and around what would be considered affordable, of course.
Ow.
very true stuff. Home ownership is becoming less of an option for younger adults, especially with housing prices, especially now with a crisis when it comes to jobs, when we're going to go into a depression, when there's a war, when there's massive inflation, when there is still a pandemic. There's a lot of factors and a lot of things happening right now that are thwarting the efforts of young adults to obtain, like, typically the biggest choice or the biggest purchase for a human being, which would be a home.
Yeah.
Pete's is a carbuncle? I guess so. Yeah, Pete's is like a carbuncle. Hey, Tudor Times, welcome. Pete's is like Lord Voldemort. Remember which Harry Potter did Lord Voldemort actually was part of one of the teachers? Because remember when was it the first one where he tried to um go after the Philosopher's Stone? Was it called the Philosopher's Stone? I gotta get my Harry Potter, and no, it was called the Sorcerer's Stone, which should be the equivalent of the Philosopher's Stone. I do believe the Philosopher's Stone is a real thing, right? Yeah, the first one. But it's actually called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. But I do know the Philosopher's Stone is the same concept where you have a gem that can either grant you immortality or technical immortality by extending your life for a prolonged or period of time. Thank you, everybody, for reminding me. It was the first one. Yeah, Pete's is like that. It's like Foodie Beauty, then there's Pete's. For sure, a fish.
I really want this fucking prosecutor, if he's gonna charge. I really want to know what they fucking think was a threat in that stroking video. Because I honestly have no fucking clue
Hey, Krabby Joe.
what the fuck they're talking about with that stroking video.
We're gonna find out, DLF. Once again, we will be reviewing the stroking video. I do have it, just in case it disappears. We'll be reviewing that either tonight or tomorrow.
The only thing I can think of is the only thing I can actually think of is just me saying I'm gonna make it rain on their trailer.
And now, why would you say that?
And you got
Krabby Joe, DLF is in the slammer until at least June the 2nd or the 6th. The sheriff's department, where he's jailed at, or was jailed at, I'll explain that in a second, said specifically to me that he is there until June the 2nd at the very least. So the reason why I'm saying is that he was jailed at because Mama Scrunch emailed me and said that he is in the hospital and possibly had surgery or is septic. Both of those could be true. He could have had surgery and he could be septic because he wasn't taking care of this lipoma slash carbuncle that he popped the night before May the 5th, which was yesterday. I did tell him he needs to really get that looked at. and it would be considered a legitimate reason to maybe I don't know, may not show up for court because you're sick and you need to go to the hospital. But other than that, yeah, I'll follow up whether or not he made it out of surgery and whether or not he is septic and whether or how many days he will spend in the hospital or will he go back to jail right away.
You got the other thing I said where I said something about.
He does, Gia.
Oh, I said
You caught that. He has to spend his birthday in jail because remember, Dragon Lord Frodo is a Taurus.
if I go back to jail again, I'm, you know, people are gonna fucking talk. Okay, like you can't just shut my fucking mouth up.
I guess his battery died.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, that stroking video. So, what are you gonna do? Like, what is this about? That stroking video? You know, I don't see what the big deal is. Oh, I said when I said if I go back to jail, you know, if I'm gonna go back to jail, you can't police my speech in jail.
Okay, if you're confused about the stroking video, there isn't a video of him stroking one out. Actually, no. Let me correct myself. There are multiple videos of Dragon Lord Frodo masturbating on the internet, but in this specific instance, it is not a video with him and his, was it masturbatory tendencies? It's not. The stroking video was titled Stroking, and it was from about 2 months ago, where he made statements and claims that could be considered a violation of his restrictions on exactly what he could and should not say. That is the video in question that the ADA brought up and said we might be able to charge you, or he says specifically, we're looking into to see if anything you said in that stroking video is a chargeable offense.
Okay, you can't tell me what not to and not. You can't tell me what I can and cannot talk about in jail.
Thank you, Eden.
Okay. So, you know, if somebody asks me what I was arrested for, you better believe I'm going to tell them that I'm in jail for harassing 2 women in a trailer park in Lockport. And then they're gonna ask, and if they ask what their names are, because they want to know if they know them, because if they know them, then you know they're gonna probably beat me up. You know, I tell them their real names.
Right, Neri?
And
I'm sure it goes a different way in the slammer, because if people ask him a lot of stuff, he's going to switch it up a little bit. He's really not going to tell the full truth, if you know what I mean. Like, he'll say he's not in there for chomo stuff, even though he hangs out with chomos, but he's not really going to say, oh, I was constantly harassing 2 ladies that have autism in Lockport, New York. I don't think he's going to say that.
that's it. You know, I'm sorry, but
Hey, Just Julie.
that's just the way it works in jail.
Thank you, Kathy Ann.
You know, people told me what they're in for. You know, the cheese pizza shit.
Hey, little Miss Nat.
And I'm like, you know what? First of all, like another thing that I value about them, at least they're honest, okay? At least they were honest with me. They're like, yeah, I got caught with it.
Can I say one thing to this? The people who he's saying are honest are the chomos, the chimos, the PDF files. The only reason a chimo would be honest with you in jail is if they feel you are not a threat to them, typically in a physical manner, right? You could be a threat to somebody, physically, mentally, and even spiritually. Because, yeah, yes, you can be a threat spiritually to somebody. It is possible. But typically, a chomo will only speak about his chomo stuff if he finds you to not be a threat. And I don't know if DLF understands that. Like, these guys are telling you personal stuff because they don't find you threatening. If they found you to be a threat, or you could tell somebody else and they could get into trouble, get beat up, assaulted, whatever, they're not going to say anything.
Yeah, I did that, and it's like, oh,
I'm wondering that irate Danny Codex, yeah, but they probably thought he was one of them. Yes, I keep thinking about this, like, why the hell would Chomos tell him anything if he's not one of them? Are we missing something here where he's saying that he doesn't do certain things, but in reality, he does do these things to make Chomos, real convicted Chomos, currently in jail, be comfortable with him enough to tell them all about their situation. I'm constantly wondering this. Why would Chomos tell him something in jail when jail and prison are two of the most ruthless environments out there? Think about that for a second. There has to be a reason, some level of trust, some level of vulnerability where they know about him and he knows about them. Hey, Razumi Yazara, what's up?
but like, I don't know.
Right, Gia? They trusted him somehow for a reason.
It's, come on, stop. It's just like, yeah, we all know each other's charges in there. And yes, I did say their name because somebody actually said that they lived in that trailer park, and they wanted to know if it was somebody that they knew. And wouldn't that make you happy to know that people are looking out for these women, even on the inside? I mean, if that guy knew who those girls were, and I say I was harassing them, I'll get my fucking ass handed to me. So no, I said her. I gave the fucking address, and he said he lives like on the street behind him or something.
Yikes. Giving addresses of these two victims in jail. Can I remind everybody that Dragon Lord Frodo has admitted to sending pictures of these two ladies to the Chomos in jail. I'm going to repeat myself. He has admitted that he has sent photos of these ladies to Chomos currently in jail. So DLF is in jail right now? Yes, he is, little Miss Nat.
And it was just like, yeah. So what now? So now I got your address too.
Hey, Yolo.
Yeah. So what? And did anybody come out to get you yet? I don't think so. But you know how this can all be avoided? Drop the charges. That I wouldn't be any out inside. Then we could forget about each other.
Yes, Just Julie DLF is currently in jail. He is inmate with the Niagara Sheriff as of yesterday, about 12:30. So here it is. If you're not aware, this is what happened with DLF yesterday. That's his mugshot. This is the Niagara Sheriff's website, right there, Niagara County Sheriff's Office. and that is his mugshot that they took of him yesterday. May the 5th, 12:24 p.m. He was booked into the jail, and that's it. That's him right there in jail.
Okay. That I wouldn't be on the inside saying real names and that kind of shit. Does this fan work? Oh, there's no cord. That sucks.
Arsenata says he weighs 100 pounds less than Foodie. I did peek that.
That lamp that I got in my bedroom, I got that out of the trash. The chair that I have out on the balcony, I got that out of the trash.
Snack Capri says he's basically saying, if you want me to stop bothering you, drop the charges. That is victim intimidation and is not taken lightly. That is harassment. Indeed. Snack Capri, yeah, if you read in between the lines, that's exactly what he's saying. Drop the charges and I'll go away. But it doesn't work like that. He is 5'9", I believe. Let's check again. Okay, so there we go. What did it say he was? I believe it said he is 5'9", weight 280 pounds, age 37 years old. Statute description: criminal contempt in the second, which was his ongoing matter still in the courts. Bail amount none set. I inquired twice about this. I asked, is there bail? The sheriff's deputy told me, no, there is no bail. Then I'm like, is there a reason why they didn't set bail? He's like, I have no idea. So bail was not set, and the sheriff's deputy said he ain't getting out until at least June the 2nd, and that's even if he gets out on the 2nd.
But it just feel like it's like, come on, man. This is taking too fucking long.
Hey, Sherry. He looks like Caesar Augustus. What? Listen, Natural Ginger, I need you to take that back. Hey, Love J. Natural Ginger, I'm gonna have to call you out. I'm sorry. I hate to do this, but this is what Caesar Augustus looks like. I'm sorry, Natural Ginger, but I'm gonna have to call you out on this one. Does this look like Dragon Lord Frodo to you? Seriously, does this look like Dragon Lord Frodo to you? No, it does not. Okay, this does not look like Dragon Lord. Can you imagine Dragon Lord Frodo pointing the finger up like that? No, I need you to take that back, Natural Ginger, about Caesar Augustus. It's like, what is going on? No.
So I mean, with that whole thing on that order of protection. It says no illicit drugs or alcohol. I wonder if he meant weed. Because I know that's all I fucking do, and shrooms once in a while, so I can't actually do shrooms. Okay, it's a big fucking deal. But, like, I don't know what the big deal is.
Victoria Rose says they had to embellish the statues, so DLF might even be more handsome. I mean, you do have a point there, but still, it's a long way from the booking photo on NiagaraSheriffs.com to Caesar Augustus, okay?
Oh my god. Do they have those things here that I wanted to try?
It looks like Mr. Bean. Yeah, actually. He looks like a bigger Mr. Bean, to be honest with you. You're right, YOLO. Well, I'll agree with that.
They have like these. I don't know if they have them here. These ones. I wanted to try these. Now, what the hell these are? We'll try one. Like I said, nitrogen infused cola.
He looks like Petronius. You mean like the Roman Arthur? Petronius? What? Who said that? It looks like no, not true ginger.
Good.
So you think he looks like Gaius Petronius Arbiter? Is what Natural Ginger is saying. No, no Natural Ginger. He does not look like Gaius Petronius Arbiter.
One number 32. 33? 32. Oh.
Natural Ginger needs a
Hello. You have a free Coca-Cola that expires on the 6th.
Oh.
And you have a free fountain drink or slushie that expires on the 24th.
All right, I'll get some. I'll get it like tomorrow.
No problem.
Ooh, I'm sorry, DLF, but that tomorrow never came. You should have gotten your free Pepsi and your free slushy then and now. You missed out. Oh, MG, what is he going to do with his life?
Free is always good.
Hey, Patty.
You're all set.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Hi.
Patty says, "Hi, Monty. Since I'm new here, how did you ever start covering this guy? If you don't mind me asking, I hope you're finally feeling better. I'm feeling better. So the reason I started covering Dragon Lord Frodo is because Dragon Lord Frodo was like a degree of separation from Foodie Beauty. He knew Foodie Beauty, and I was covering Foodie Beauty at the time. Then I was observing FFG chat, and people kept on talking about, hey, that Dragon Lord Frodo guy is talking about you again. I'm like, who the hell is Dragon Lord Frodo? So I Google searched, and then he comes up. Then I go to his channel, and then he's talking all types of smack. Then I do my research and start looking into other people's channels because I am not the only channel that does Dragon Lord Frodo content. There are dozens of channels that do this. But I was looking into it, and then the conversations were so wild and out there. The history on DLF. He's been on the internet for, at the very least, about 20 years, 2 decades on the internet. And it just started from there. I made my first video. It was the Mama Scrunch call very infamous call that you have to see, or should I say, you have to hear rather. And ever since then, right after I made that video, it took about 2 to 3 days. Then he got wind of me, which is pretty fast. Andrew Ditch got wind of me within like 12 hours. I remember I made my first Andrew Ditch video the middle of the night, and literally during the middle of the day, about 12 hours later, Andrew Ditch starts commenting on my video. I was like, wow, okay. But yeah, that's how I started with DLF. Now DLF has me on his mind ever since, and he will not stop. Let's just put it that way. Rainstorm says, I heard about him in FFG's chat and you, Monty. Oh, thank you, Rainstorm. Appreciate you. Sorry, not sorry. Says, I've never heard of DLF until I started watching you, Monty. He's been around. Oh, thank you, Slinky. Facts, Princess Wreckage.
Let's see how this is. Nitro Pepsi.
Ooh. Whoa. Wait a second. Who talked about Nitro Pepsi before? And I was gonna get it. Was it him or somebody else kept on talking about Nitro Pepsi? You gotta try Nitro Pepsi.
Okay.
Great Game says you're his buddy.
Ugh. It just tastes flat. This isn't very good. It just, you know what it is? It just tastes very flat.
Is very sweet. Okay, yeah. I do believe this chat did mention it. Maybe that's why he's having it. Hey, Mrs. Fields, what's up? Welcome to the chat.
Yeah, it just tastes flat to me.
All right. How are you doing? How are you doing, Mrs. Fields? Hopefully you're good. Hey there, Jackie Hawkins. Welcome to the chat. What you doing? Blistaff says, Andrew Ditch confuses me with a diaper rash. Is he unable to physically unable to change his diapers, or does he have a limited supply? Why is the infection so bad? Does anyone know? The only person that truly knows is Andrew Ditch. Why is the infection so bad? And is the infection because he's pooping in his diapers and he's walking around with the feeling of poop? Because, you know, there's some people out there that actually like the feeling of something rather hard but kind of soft, kind of moist against their skin, even though that fecal matter shouldn't be there. Or maybe that's the reason why he's having infections. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Andrew Ditch about that, because only Andrew Ditch truly knows about Andrew Ditch. Hey Jamie, he still wants that interview though. But yes, Andrew Ditch is a diaper wearer. He does have a preference of certain brands over others, and the good old taxpayers of New York State are the ones paying for Andrew Ditch's diapers, is all I will say.
Yeah, so it says no illicit drugs or alcohol. on it. So I don't actually do drink alcohol too much. Like I'll drink alcohol like once in a while, but like I have a bottle of Everclear in my house because I use it for like other shit than like drinking.
He has a what?
Like I use the Everclear to make like weed tinctures and shit.
Oh.
So like there you go.
I mean, listen, a fish by any other name, there's some people out there that really like that feeling is all I will say. I won't go any more into it, but I'm just saying.
You know, alcohol's a good chemical solvent, you know, so that's why I have it. It's more for like because I'm a fucking weed scientist, you know.
Yeah, that is the last thing Dragon Lord Frodo needs is Everclear. Like, what the hell is he having Everclear for? You know, typically Everclear is added to soft drinks, energy drinks, fruit juice, and iced tea, and is sometimes actually used in vodka, but it seems he's using it for his so-called quote-unquote weed tinctures. It seems DLF likes to dabble in a lot of things. Okay, I just thought of something. Okay, wait. Okay, don't think I'm being weird or anything, but there is a thing called ABDL play. I'm just saying. Adult baby diaper lovers. In all honesty, if I had to put Andrew Ditch in some sort of like box, I would say he's a diaper lover or he's an adult baby, but I think he's more of a diaper lover than an adult baby because he will wear his diapers around the house with no pants on. He loves that look, like being in a shirt with just his diapers walking around, going poopy time. So if I had to, yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb. Andrew Ditch is a diaper lover. Let's just put it that way. Hey, Dazed and Confused.
I don't drink it, you know. I can't cash those in. Oh, like sometimes I'll get those. What do you call it? Sometimes I'll get like a couple of those. What do you call it? The Guinness beers. You know, and because I'll sit there and I'll make once in a while, like when I feel like it. Once in a while, I'll make like a pot of German beer cheese.
Okay.
You know, once in a while, and you need beer for that.
Leany Bo says, "Does he diaper droop in the back?" It does, Leany Bo. You want me to show you some videos?
You put like 6 of them in there, and it just kind of like evaporates out anyway, you know.
I will check my DMs on Twitter, Natural Ginger Vitellius. Okay.
It's more of just like for the taste of it, you know.
Oh, you're kind of right. He does look like Vitellius.
All right, home sweet home.
All right, before he pauses, before he stops the stream, I think Natural Ginger is onto something. So he does look like Vitellius. Yeah, I totally see it right now. Yeah, that is totally Dragon Lord Frodo right there with those sculptures, with those busts. Yeah, I totally see it. All right, yeah, especially this one, yes. But with a little bit less here, Natural Ginger. Hand check. Why am I being? Sam asks me, how old did I turn on my birthday? I am 39 years old. Can you imagine that? I don't feel like it.
Hi. Hi.
We could all hand paint with Andrew's droopy diapers, actually, Gia. Andrew Ditch has hand painted out of his droopy diapers. If you didn't know, he has made some poopy paintings, is what I will say. But Andrew Ditch is another story. Thank you, Sin the Poet. I appreciate each and every one of you. Catch me later on tonight. I'll try my best to do a Dragon Lord Frodo stroking video react to see what could be chargeable with him in that 2 hour rant, live stream about really nothing that he went on. So catch me then. Other than that, I will see everybody tomorrow. If you don't like Dragon Lord Photo content, or you've had your fill, or you're just gonna be busy. Other than that, Foodie Beauty seems to, of course, very likely to be seeing Natty Daddy right now because she was on early. He was on early. Not only was she on early today, but she was on early twice. So that tells you something. She packed an overnight bag and she's probably seeing Nader as we speak. Other than that, TGIF, have a good weekend. Take care, and I'll see you maybe in 2 or 3 hours from now. Bye bye. See you later. Take care.